Hello and greetings on this wonderful, glorious day, April 14th, 2009. Today I'm going to talk about a story that recently happened in my life, and it has to do with humility. One of the hardest things I've found to do is when we know we've really messed up, having to come back to the person, whoever we've hurt, whoever we made a mistake with, and offer up our apologies and let them know that we were wrong, especially with our kids. And growing up, I had a father that he was a good man and all, but I don't know if he ever got this concept. And there's a lot of friends I have with children that they don't have the concept. I've been in rooms with men 40 years old or so, and they were crying, and we'll want to know, well, what's going on? Go ahead and tell us. My father never told me he loved me. He never admitted to mistakes or anything like that, and I never felt like I added up. And just yesterday I was really being hard on my son. Getting up in the morning, trying to get things going and everything. And there was something I asked him to do over and over again. Make your bed. Make sure your dirty clothes out of your room. Just things I've been working on for years. It just somehow it doesn't work. But rather than making sure that he knows I love him, I was more interested in making him do what I wanted him to do. And what happens? We got into a little squabble because I grounded him from eating cereal that morning, and all these little things. And it was just really insignificant. And what had happened is when I walked out the door after the yelling and the fighting and everything that went on, I was convicted. And it doesn't always happen. But my spirit said, go in there and tell him you love him. Let him know you love him. And it took just everything I had to humble myself and walk in there and tell him how much I loved him. But I did. I was obedient. I don't always do this, but yesterday I did, and I can't tell you how much it impacted his life. Just that one act of humility just diffused the whole situation. And the problem a lot of times is we don't realize, or we don't get the concept of humility, that if we humble ourselves before people, a lot of times they sympathize with us, and they admit to some of the things that they could have did different. And there's this bonding that happens and this trust that gets built that there's no other way to do it. And later on that day, my son really opened up to me about some things because he felt safe talking to me that I would have never known about. I was able to share some scriptures with him, and just had a time that's just priceless. We spent about an hour just talking. And I just want to encourage you that in the hustle and bustle of your daily life and everything that's going on around you, don't forget to let the loved ones around you know that you really do love them. And in the grand scheme of things, sometimes we do try to micromanage everything, and we try to command, especially as men. We want to get things done, and we want them done this way. It may be the last day we see that person. So live every day showing love to your children, showing love to your wife, your family, whoever that may be. And just remember to encourage them, and do more of that than the other. Have a great day.